This is going to be an interesting one to discuss because it's my number 5 pick. Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher in a steel cage at Revolution.
Very good match.
Great match.
Very good match.
Absolutely fantastic match. It was actually something that I was halfway through. I'd filled in a lot of my match and I was like, I'm missing something here. What is it? What? And I had to go back and see all the cards for all the pay-per-views that all the companies that I've seen do wrestling matches done. And I could not believe it. Oh my God, I am missing Kyle Fletcher versus Will Ospreay in the...
I mean, to be honest, Lee, I think you don't like wrestling. I think you're trolling me, to be honest, with this number 5 pick. Because this is not number 5.
Right, well, shall we...
This is not number 5.
Shall we leave it there?
I'm going to leave it there, because this you anger me. Anyone who's paid attention will know my number 1 is Ospreay versus Fletcher from Revolution.
You said it the second that it was the second that we discussed it. After
as soon as I watched this match, I went match of the year, and nothing has beaten it. Even I've rewatched it again since. Nothing. This was I mean, I like my violence. This had the violence. The story was there. It was action packed from start to finish. Even the wonky bit in the middle where Mark Davis tried to get in was still good.
It's probably why it only hit 5 for me.
Even then, it was still good though, because they did get rid of him quite quickly.
Yeah.
So, but you had the Spanish fly off the top, and even the finish where you got Kyle Fletcher on his knees, and he's just like, "I fucking hate you," and then Kenny Omega just smacks him.
That is what. Kenny Omega, Will Ospreay,
sorry.
That is what brought me, that is what made me go, okay, right, yeah, no, back down to the top 5 with you. You are definitely in the top 5. That story really, for me, picked up at the end. Because I think one of the reasons why I wasn't quite as enamored with it as you were is because I just weren't picking up on the story that the match was telling, the story that the feud was going on beforehand, where it's like, okay, so... Callis has gone into Kyle Fletcher's head and he really hates Kenny Omega, but I never really bought into his hatred of him. I never really sort of believed it. But then by the end of that match, I was like, I understand now.
Yeah, well, it's similar to the Sami Zayn Kevin Owens match where they've told me the story in the match. They've told me what I need to know. So you can go into it and watch it. And you can get. This is the best match of the year, and to be honest, it weren't even close for me. To be fair, this is my favourite match of the year. The finish was great. It had the spots. It had the violence.
Yeah,
all these other the thing is, all these other matches that I've pulled out, like Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, it hit the same marks with the violence and the storytelling. And then you've got things like that Hangman Adam Page with the finish and stuff.
Yeah.
This hit the same with me for the finish and that. This gave me the same sort of vibes as the Cactus Jack Triple H match as well. Like same sort of things and that. Like the same sort of emotions.
Yeah.
It was just, this is just like the best. This is just the best of AEW. This, And, I mean, it is testament when you look at some of these matches, like, you could rearrange this with the Stadium Stampede or the Hollywood ending or the Sami Zayn. There's not a lot of difference in them.
Yeah.
But for me, personal choice, I think this is my favourite match of the year. Yeah. It's just great.